What's up, guys, and welcome to another video of Dev Talks with your host Travian, where we talk about everything engineering technology wise. In this video, we're actually going to be talking about the EV tax credit that is going to be going away with the new bill and everything. So, without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and let's dive right in.
So, Praz, we have this fast approaching deadline for potential EV buyers, and a lot of folks don't really know how quickly this is coming.
I mean, look, you need to act now if you want an EV, right? So Trump's budget bill sunsets that federal EV tax credit of $7,500 for new vehicles and $4,000 credit for used vehicles starting on September 30th. So literal, basically a month and a half here. While smaller state incentives are still there, the federal credit was sort of the main impetus driving the sale of EVs in America. It first began in the Obama administration in 2008, and Biden expanded that during his term, right, to include both the new and used EVs. And in addition to the fact, there's a point of sale situation where the actual credit actually gets deducted right when you buy, as opposed to waiting when you file your taxes. So it's just the best time to buy is right now. And if you want to buy, and then there's also the lease loophole, right? So lease loophole allows for you to lease any EV. It doesn't have to be American. Doesn't have to be under a certain price or a contingent upon your income level. You can lease any EV and get that $7,500 deducted from your lease payment. So look, it's the time to, if you want an EV, now's the time to get one.
All right, yeah, and like you're saying, you can save some money there. What are some of the tax credit eligible EV models on sale right now?
I mean, so for purchase, you're going to be looking at a lot of the American brands or cars that are made in America, which is beyond the Cadillac, Lyric and cars like that, but also the Honda Prologue, which is made by GM in the U.S. That car also is available for the tax credit. It's a Ford F-150 Lightnings, and of course, how can we forget Tesla Model Y, Model 3, Cybertruck? All those vehicles also made in America, and they are eligible for that loophole. And I'm sorry, for that tax credit. If you go to the Tesla website right now, they have a big banner that says "Act now to get your Tesla before this goes away." So manufacturers are sort of talking about it. There's a bunch of inventory still available. I imagine by the end of September, it's going to be kind of dwindling. So now is your best time to get the best option in terms of availability.
So, basically, what Elon is probably really mad about, right? And the main thing that Elon's really mad about here is this is going to affect his sales. We can see why he was so upset about everything regarding the whole bill and whatever, and all the funding that he used to get from the government and all of the EV stuff and things. And I believe that Trump was definitely against the full EV thing, but in my opinion, for EV sales, especially if you want, like with the tariffs and everything, and you want more people to buy American made products and stuff, especially Americans, right? The best thing to do is incentivize them. And there's a few things that I think can happen here as far as a whole ploy and all of that fun jazz, right? The first thing is, one, with the tax credit going away, this is giving everybody that surge of buying frenzy. It's like Black Friday. It's like, oh, we got to get everybody a gift before the holidays and everything. The sale is only today on Black Friday. Oh, it's Memorial Day. It's a Memorial Day sale. Like, we have to hurry up and go buy it. The tax write-offs and everything. Tesla sells their cars specifically with the credit. If you go on Tesla's websites, all it says on the websites is like, oh, plus the credit, it's only going to cost you this much. It puts the credit on the actual pricing and everything automatically. So now what he's saying is, oh, they're trying to build that urgency and be like, act now. This is going away September 30th, which gives us a few months of only having this credit left before you will no longer get it, which means you're no longer enticed to buy an EV after this given date, right? And this is going to lead into my point that I'm saying now. What if, right? What if they do this to kind of build that frenzy? And there's a bunch of more EV companies out there that could probably use this. You got Rivian, you have Lucid, that are also US made companies and everything. What if you amended it that, hey, you don't want other EV companies in your being sold? You want to boost American made products and stuff like that? Why don't you do an EV credit for only American made EVs? Right? That's where I would try to go to try to get more people to buy American versus, especially being in the US, American versus foreign vehicles, mind you. So, I mean, BYD's not coming into America anytime soon and things like that. We obviously know. But there's two ways of like looking at it at this standpoint, right? So, there's either one, they're doing this, September 30th is going to come around, or like mid September is going to come around, and they're going to just bring back the credit. And they just did all this hype stuff to try to increase sales for the momentarily, right? Maybe they're just really buddy buddy. They're trying to, you know, do something fake. This is some farce or whatever. And they're just trying to like make it seem like some huge event to boost EV sales really in the country real quick. And then they'll just bring everything back later. And so the whole thing with Elon, especially with being upset because this is going to affect his bottom line, how much money they're making at Tesla, and himself, how much money he's going to be making because Teslas weren't selling as well and things. And now when people no longer have the credit, and this is going into my second point right here, that people won't buy EVs as much. To a certain point, we are going to sit here and we're going to have to realize how popular EVs have already become. The credits were originally put in, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, to promote EV sales because they were new. It was something that people couldn't trust. They needed to be incentivized to drive. And then also like states like California, or with those denser populations, they didn't want to have the emissions thing because, you know, the whole global warming thing that people were talking about. Oh, global warming. We only want to have EVs on the road. We don't want to have gas cars on the road at all. We want everybody to have an EV. So we need everybody to buy an EV some way, shape, or form. And since that's not in Trump's head to be like, hey, we don't need everybody to have an EV. Like global warming, we're not at risk right now. We're not going to be at risk anytime soon, according to him. That they don't need an incentive to go and buy EVs. Anybody who wants an EV can just go ahead and buy an EV, which people are still going to do, mind you. Without the credit, people will still buy the vehicles. Now, this, like, that's why I said this is like some frenzy thing. Like it's a hot sale real quick. Like hurry up and go buy your vehicles or get them in and things. But the thing is, the vehicles are still going to sell after. If you look at anything at any time, you go to any store, no matter what, when things go away, sales go away, people still come in and buy because at some point somebody's going to need a new car. And EVs are already popular. People are going to have in the back of their head, maybe I should try and get an EV. And that's what they're going to go about and grab. So, with it or without it, people are still going to buy these vehicles. And the thing is, Tesla is they sell cars in China. They sell cars in a lot of other places. Do these other countries have EV credits too for their people? Let me know. That's what I want to know. Because if they don't, and they're still selling vehicles out there, point proven. But also the point is proven because in America, we live in a capitalistic society. So with a sale or without a sale, people are going to buy stuff regardless. People love spending their money. They do, especially when they need some. They love spending their money. So me personally, I wouldn't worry too much about the whole credit and everything. We don't know what can happen. This can be a little game that they're trying to play, but at the same time, this can be a thing. It's like, hey, this is no longer needed to incentivize people because people already love the vehicles and everything. So without further ado, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm really interested in what you think. Will this credit going away influence you more likely to buy an EV, especially before September ends? Or does it not matter? If you're going to get an EV, you're going to get an EV anyways. I feel like anybody who wants to get something, they're going to get it anyways. And they're going to find a way to do it. The main people this affects are the people who really promote this credit. And the main people who do that is Tesla. It's on their website everywhere. And they're trying to use this as an opportunity to increase sales and everything. I'm telling you guys, this seems like it's the ploy. So without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I really appreciate it all. We're almost at 500 subscribers. I really appreciate everybody who comes in and watches these videos, who likes them, who comments. I appreciate all of it, no matter what, good or bad. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. If you want to send me any recommendations, send me an email at devtalkspod@gmail.com. Everything in the description down below, including the email. Without further ado, peace. See you next time.